Hasta la vista, baby.
Get away from her, you bitch!
I, Iron Man.
Expecto Patronum!
I am your father.
There's a snake in my boot.
What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another review. If you guys are new here, feel free to click that subscribe button and that bell notification icon for more reviews, reactions, rankings, and more movie content. Today I'm going to be reviewing a new video game movie releasing in theaters. It's been talked about for months and months now, and we're talking about Uncharted. Based off the very popular video game series, and this movie's directed by Ruben Fleischer, who directed the Venom movies as well as the Zombieland movies. And this movie stars Tom Holland as Nathan Drake, Mark Wahlberg as Sully, and it's a new video game movie. Street smart Nathan Drake is recruited by seasoned treasure hunter Victor Sully Sullivan to recover a fortune amassed by Ferdinand Magellan and lost 500 years ago by the House of Moncada. So this movie has really gotten me very interested, and I saw the trailers for this movie and they looked terrible. Now, I myself am not a video game person. I've never played the Uncharted games. My brother Cody has played all the Uncharted games. He loves this series. Uncharted 4 is probably his favorite in that series. And so finding out they were making an Uncharted movie, he was more interested than I was. And he agreed the marketing for this film has been horrendous. What did I think of Uncharted 2022, guys? Is this one a surprise, or is this one the abomination we all thought it would be? Surprisingly, it's not an abomination. I kind of enjoyed it. Is it great? Definitely not. It's not a great movie. It's a serviceable, fun adventure. The best part I think about this movie is that it is fun. It is just a fun blockbuster video game adventure, taking you through the character of Nathan Drake and what he is. He has an older brother named Sam, and if you've played the video games, you know what happens to his brother. And he meets Sully, who we know from the video games. Take the Goonies mixed with Pirates of the Caribbean, and you have this movie. I really enjoyed just the treasure hunt aspect storyline, as we follow Nathan and Sully going on their many quest adventures, trying to find the treasure, trying to find his brother, and you have villains that are trying to stop them. Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg, they do have very good chemistry with one another. I think their shticks are very present in this movie. We'll get to that in the negatives. But I think their chemistry together is actually really good. I really enjoyed their button of heads back together. They have like a love-hate relationship. Tati Gabrielle and Sophia Ali were my two favorites in this cast by far. They brought just such fierceness to this film, especially Sophia Ali. She was a very strong female character in here. She was able to really stand out on her own next to two well-known actors like Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg. And I think those two performances were actually my favorite in here. They brought a lot of, badassery to this lore. The action's a lot of fun, surprisingly. There's some really fun action sequences in here. There's one in a bar. There's the final act with the pirate ships and all that. Take the concept of, again, Pirates of the Caribbean mixed with Mission Impossible Fallout. That's the final battle of this movie. You got pirate ships being carried by helicopters. Now, I've never played the games. Of course, you can let me know in the comments how accurate they are to the video games. I would be very curious to know that. But what I've seen from Uncharted fans, they can either appreciate or not appreciate what this movie brought from the video games aspect. I just really enjoy just the simple story we went on with our characters and the action altogether. Now, don't get my words twisted in saying this movie's a fantastic film, because there's definitely flaws with this movie. I hate to say it. Tom Holland, Mark Wahlberg, I love both of these actors very much, but they don't resemble these characters at all. Whenever Tom Holland's a bartender in this movie, I was like, I don't see Nathan Drake. I just see Peter Parker making a whiskey or something like that. And Mark Wahlberg is the worst one. Like, Mark Wahlberg is not even Sully. He's just Mark Wahlberg playing that character. And that is kind of an issue with this movie. You have to resemble the character that you're playing. And based on the reception and what the fans are saying, I don't see Nathan Drake, I don't see Sully. I can see that with both of these actors. I don't see them as these characters. Also, some of the humor falls flat in here. I wasn't chuckling as much with every single joke. Whenever Mark Wahlberg says something funny, I was kind of like, that's a typical Mark Wahlberg joke. Or when Tom Holland tries to crack some jokes in there, it just wasn't as funny as I hoped it would be, because you're trying to make some comedy thrown into here. There's also a lot of very questionable CG in this movie. There's the plane sequence in the opening in the third act with Nathan Drake falling out of the airplane. That looks very obviously green screen. Yeah, you could have definitely touched up that. Before I give you guys my final overall thoughts on Uncharted 2022, if this is your guys' first time checking out the channel and you enjoyed this review, definitely hit that like button and consider clicking that subscribe button for weekly reviews and ranking videos on this channel. Uncharted is a pretty fun, swashbuckling video game adventure. If you enjoy Pirates and the Goonies, it's in this movie. You got likable actors trying as these iconic video game characters, and stay for the 2 end credit sequences because they definitely set up a sequel and possibly a franchise for sure. On my rating scale, I'm gonna give Uncharted a C+. That was my thoughts on Uncharted, guys. What did you guys think of this movie? Did you absolutely hate this movie, or did you absolutely love it? Let's talk about it in the comments. Thank you guys as always for watching this review. All my social media links are in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!